Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Company Wars 1 replay. As well on the north side, as the Panzer League player, we have FreshegRSA, if I can ever pronounce any names correctly. Well, on his teammate as the other Panzer League player, we have ORO, or O-R-O. I don't know if I should spell that out or say it as one word. Well, I still said it wrong either way. Down south, as the British forces, we have FreshegRSA, and spawn as the other British player, we have Antrenat pentru spectacol. I have no idea if I even came close to that. They don't appear to be speaking English. And delayed armored car, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that was it. Delayed martyr, delayed armored car. That's best I can read that. Kaliningrad now go around capturing some sectors. You can see field control. I always love how if you don't switch between players, you can actually pull up the mini back map and see everything in the field. Of course, got the section captured the fuel sector. The HQ command trucks are still back at home, so they're not. Neither player is packed up in the moment. One person should pack up, push forward, then the other person should pack up and push forward. Panzer Grenadiers and intersection spot already engaged in the central region. Got two Panzer Grenadiers in this sector. Another squad of Panzer Grenadiers now deployed out in the field. And we got this Kaliningrad currently a little bit idled. After all, the Germans had a very little fuel point in this point of the war, so gotta succeed the fuel, right? Panzer Grenadiers fighting from heavy cover there. Got the Kaliningrad now trying to bully the Scorpion squad outside cover, but was unsuccessful. The Panzer Grenadiers advanced on forward as well, trying to eye for a bit of heavy cover there. Of course, they're currently out of sector there, so the unupgraded squad's having trouble advancing to the heavy cover. The other Scorpion squad from his teammate advanced on forward as well. Kaliningrad took a little bit of beating there, but doesn't want to risk it anymore. Does use Boy designated marksman there on the scope rifle squad, not scope rifle squad, G43 squad. Incendiary grenade has been thrown. He's pushing them into the incendiary grenade effect there. Doing some great damage on the unupgraded squad. The unupgraded squad needs to fall back. Kaliningrad's almost down. Unupgraded squad does fall back. Panzer Grenadiers getting some good damage on the scope rifle squad. This one's just trying to pursue it, but it's having trouble actually targeting him. Looks like. Now got a massive wave of Panzer Grenadiers advancing the sector. I say finish that off and run. It sounded like it got killed off there. What? How's the thing not dead? There it goes, now it's dead. Now is a good time to fall back. There's way too many Panzer Grenadiers in this region. Even if they do fall back, there's probably a good chance he'd be wiped out. Luckily, he pushed forward, which actually allowed him to retreat back in a better direction. No, why don't I just cast a replay at a weird angle? Not Panzer Grenadier. Kaliningrad go around capturing those sectors. We got the Brand carrying up one field. And base back is nothing mounted at the back. It's going to be a good chance it's going to be upgraded. We got a comp group company deployed out by one player. His teammate right now is eyeing for the comp group company as well. British player with the Brand carrier. There's the MMG carrier. I assume that since it was by itself, it would be upgraded with that. This one's probably going to be doing the same thing as well. Not currently be upgraded, doesn't have the munitions for it. Lieutenant getting a bit of damage there on the Kaliningrad. And we also got this Slit Trent dog going up, he's going to lock down that field point. The British player I currently have selected is pushing forward his HQ command truck along the northern part of the map. Panzer Grenadiers trying to be focused down there, scope our unupgraded squad along the flank. Can't really go any farther than that. It's a little bit too wounded to push on forward. And look at that. It was wounded and got disintegrated, dropping 3 models almost immediately. Asking for a med bunker, probably pinging somewhere. And the HQ command truck is now being set up in this fuel point now. That's pretty far forward. Those along the flanks, but that's pretty far forward. British player number 2, his HQ command truck is still back home. He does have the field support truck in the field. No captain or sapper yet. I'm thinking, based on the amount of fuel he has and manpower, he's probably eyeing for a captain. Our squad does fall back to the very forward HQ. With this machine gun deploying on the field, it may be a good idea to perhaps deploy out a bow first just to stop any sort of 2-2 or 250 half-track advance. Now, you've got a forward HQ here getting massive healing effects here across multiple squads. Some do get suppressed there. A mortar here can be very devastating, but also very vulnerable. And this is the HQ command truck that's going to be the forward retreat point here. This is incredibly dangerous with this many Panzer Grenadiers nearby. It's risky. He needs to get out some, not only get these squads reinforced, but mainly get out some slit trenches to hold the line. Additionally as well, this does pose a bit of an issue. One HQ command truck's here, one HQ command truck's over there. They're on the distance side of the map. It would be hard to support each other. So if one person gets focused down, the other player may not be able to support him. Panzer Grenadiers now pushing forward, get a bit of damage on the Brandon carrier. Lieutenant be careful of the fuel point there. Mortar engaging the garrison, which currently has nobody on the inside, so best not to shoot it with the high explosives in the Brandon carrier. Lieutenant took a bit of beating there. Scoper squad now engaging. This Brandon carrier is also still in the region as well, gains good healing. All of this got mortar starts shooting the Panzer Grenadiers. And Kenigrad is capturing up the center part of the map. Tank truck now deployed on the field. Rolls a miss. Rolls a miss. Assault casualty cleaning station complete. It's way over here. Now getting some casualties there. Green Star now advance on forward. It is a good flanking position. He's able to push in the center. But right now he's having trouble pushing the center. Lack of lieutenant to support up these units. Section 9 to capture this field point now. Panzer Grenadiers push forward. Two of them patch. This is way too much for that. Sections can get annihilated. Like defensive from the Panzer trucks.
UM's just distributed supercharged rounds to the arsenal.
So this British player we currently have selected, this player here, does now have Royal Artillery selected. His teammate has not appeared and selected Doctor just yet. Incendiary Grenade does get thrown here. Decent position. A close range 25 pounder wouldn't be half bad. Now got the Brandon carrier falling back. Incendiary Grenade has been thrown, and this Incendiary Grenade has been thrown as well. Sections here have seen quite a bit of a beating. Kenigrad has decaptured this VP, not VP, this sector there. And I wonder if he has actually selected Doctrine. Nope, no Doctrine selected there. Antrax now engaged in mortar emplacement. The mortar placement hasn't really done all too much so far, but it is a relatively powerful position to engage the units up here. Does get quickly picked off there. He does use healing from this nearby cash recovery station there. Right now, this British player is just getting double teamed. Yep, I don't see the camouflage player as well, so that player has not selected Doctrine just yet. And the other Panzer player has not have a category in the field for me to visit. Got two G43 squads here getting healed up by the 4 HQ. Follow me here, trying to engage some of these intersections, but they're fighting open ground, getting overwhelmed by multiple Panzer Grenadiers. If sections are advancing forward, we've got these Panzer Grenadiers behind some heavy cover still. If a section does fall back there, barrel rifle grenades have been fired there. Brandon carrier is still roaming around. Looks like some of these G4 squads being forced back. Got a mortar here on the field, which will be used versus the Brandon carrier. That's like the grain versus the infantry.
Front lines are under attack. We're losing a sector.
Brandon carrier received a bit of damage there. Rifle grenade squad receiving a bit of damage there.
We are losing a sector. I say again, we are losing
A couple
a
rock
sector.
grenades there, get a bit of splash damage. Martyr trying to set on up. Should be able to destroy the bunker, no problem. Yes, it does. Sapper liking being upgraded with Piets. Yes, it is. So does see a bit of hit there. Got the new 2 Panther squads here. Maybe 2 charge forward for a canister round, especially when we don't have enough munitions for a canister round. There's 3 Pentrucks here. He may be eyeing for a tank hunter at the current rate, this player. I believe this is the one we don't know which doctrine he selected because he doesn't have Pentagram field. He's going completely Pantruck. This has to be tank hunter. Sapper stays forward. We got the Brendan carrier now firing away. Get a bit of damage there onto the Brendan carrier now with these Pantrucks. Brendan carrier has gone down. Sapper firing away against these Pantruck squads. Repair Sapper does fall back now.
An enemy unit has fallen to our might.
And each command truck will see massive damage. And should be able to deal with a lot of these structures. That's one fuel support truck down. This is going to be the other one. City grenade has been fired. The Sapper is taking time to repair up the HQ command truck. He's having trouble holding back the Pantrucks. Does drop a Pantruck there. And there goes the other Panzer Grenadier as well. I've been told officers picking up a Pantruck can be quite amazing.
Is now able to enjoy the benefits of our Jaeger command upgrade.
Jaeger command has been researched by the other Panzer League player now. He's lost 2 of his Pantruck squads entirely. Big loss there. And the British player, we don't know what doctrine he's selected, has a large amount of manpower.
Capture complete, sir. Lads looking for a fight.
Supply lines are broken. We have a territory cut off from supply.
Good job, lads.
Scope Rifle squad does fall back there.
Munitions point is ours.
Oops. Sometimes clearing the mini-map make you go a little bit crazy. And now the mortar placement being plotted there. Incendiary mortar connects with this intersection. Then I'm nearby casualty clearing station. I probably would not have needed to. I didn't need to scuttle that trench there. I just abandoned it. The trench should have been fine to just abandon. And we've got the intersection squad eyeing for this garrison. It's probably getting annihilated if it stays in there. Trying to carry advance forward with Piets loading back, or no, that's just a repair Sapper loaded back. Does fall back now. There's too many STG squads here. No machine gun placement here, so this British player is trying to get overran.
4 Churchills are under our command.
And now you have a Churchill deployed on the field. I love seeing the Churchills. Because you don't ever see them. Hetzer does get a hit there onto the Stuart. A Churchill AVRE can be very good at this moment in time. He does have a decent amount of munitions as well, so maybe a good idea to go for Churchill AVRE and then maybe go down the improved resource line. Churchill Crocodile and Churchill AVRE are basically both the same thing. They're both infantry variants of the Churchill. That's why I think the AVRE is more than plenty. And this doctrine doesn't really offer big munition sinks, and that Brendan carrier got annihilated. Churchill trying to push that truck to the combat field. I think the truck's actually slower than the Churchill. And now he has to go around the field support truck.
Dragoons confirm the Churchill has arrived at your designated order.
And he could deploy a second Churchill. That could be quite a bit of armor for his opponents to deal with. Of course, he has to be careful. This player is going for a large number of Pantrucks. So Churchill AVRE could be better. Churchill's making some advance, so I can get some hits there on the SDG squads. This force is being fall back now. Do have a verbal wooden up on field, which that
NCOs reporting they have destroyed
he's
a
gone for
German
the low ground forces. That means the other player, we don't know what he's gone for just yet. Martyr has been deployed on the field. We'll take quite a bit of rounds to take on Churchill. Slow trench now being pulled on the field. Churchill destroying all that heavy cover.
Tank ready for orders. Carry on.
Oh, those heads are rolls a bounce in the rear armor of the Churchill. But the Martyr does find a pen there. Churchill has been pulling a field, and ooh, that Churchill has his rear armor exposed a little bit too much, and he may lose his Churchill due to poor control. And the Martyr does take out the Churchill there. That was completely on his own fault there. Just really bad control of the Churchill.
Contact with the Churchill, presumed KO.
Churchill's now advancing forward. Got the sections now engaging from the light and heavy cover there. Also, Martyr's getting some great damage there onto the Churchill, but Churchill's getting some good damage return. Rolls a bounce there. Another Martyr deployed on the field. And there goes, just being outnumbered. He has to take out that one Martyr. Churchills are, of course, a bit expensive when it comes to manpower. 600 manpower, so we don't really want to throw away. Stewart's now advancing forward. Patrick does roll a hit there on the Stewart. Does fall back now. Goodness there on the Staghound as well.
Enemy contact! Taking fire!
I don't think I'll be able to play a 4v custom map when I don't have the map installed. Don't know how that works when it comes to replays. This rifle grenade squad needs some healing. Do you have now 17 pounder going on up? 17 pounder has been deployed on the field. We'll be able to get some good damage there on the verbal one. The verbal one does go down. Panthers now being deployed on the field, pushing their way forward. Now you also have a Flak 88 being deployed on now as well. Captain firing away some revolver from the trench. Lieutenant and the scope off squad, they do advance on forward. Panthers just firing away. Fresh captured police station. He desperately needed those medics, so he's going to get healed on up now. Scope off a squad, decapturing the munitions sector. Panther getting repaired on up. And the repair sapper is pushing towards his teammate. And these Piet Sappers going to repair up the Firefly. A good amount of armor here and a Flak 88. This is a good amount of anti-tank right now. Some 25 pounders could be very useful. One player has gone for Royal Engineers, one player has gone for Royal Artillery. A lot of static units here, so I think 25 pounder barrages here would be in order. But it's there. Scarborough squad or G43 squad does fall back. The British players do have this VP capture on up. Firefly taking a bit of use there. Some hull down Fireflies could be helpful useful to keep back the armor as well. And Royal Engineers, of course, can get fortified emplacements. So going for some upgraded 17 pounders would be quite nice as well. You don't have to worry about scorched earth and the Umo barrages, so they can be very durable. He doesn't have the boards just yet. So they still have to be careful about the Black 88 and the mortar half-track. And does lose a 17-pounder there to the Black 88. Lieutenant does not capture the point there.
Troops are now able to fortify defensive positions.
Fortified defensive positions there is the boards I referred to. Panzer Grenadier Suito, see grenade there. He does mostly avoid it, does get singed a little bit. Camouflage grad moving around. Over here we do have now the Lieutenant Advance Forward, get a bit of damage around the Panzer Grenadiers.
They have 300 points remaining.
Barber Wind firing away, getting some hits there on the captain. Another 17-pounder from point of view, you can see here, I'm going to be by boards, you got some boards here. Oh, looks like the Lieutenant went down to one of those mortar hits.
Our supply lines are being
Stewart advancing forward, still Stewart and Staghound in this region. Got a good number of Pentrix. He doesn't have double Pentrix there, but got double Barber Wind, however.
Our boys have cleared an 88 side.
Sapper Squad does receive a good mortar hit there without a Lieutenant nearby. They do move pretty slowly. These forces do have a Lieutenant nearby. Barber Wind's advancing on backwards. And down we do also have a Hotchkiss here. Now upgrade the extended barrel. It could be upgraded Warfreman. Let's see what he's going for. Designed for the Warfreman upgrade. Put it down the mortar tank. Another shot there onto the PN squad. Barber Wind's now eyeing for a barrage. Now Barber Wind, Warfreman, barrage onto the DP. Now Sector does get captured by this intersection squad. Medic will find a casualty right there. There's actually another casualty there who is still alive, but there's no more medics on the field. I guess that's the question, is like, you see two people on the ground. Who do you choose to pick up? He chose that one. Oh, but do now some butterfly bombs deployed on the field.
This is Panzer.
Sludge Trench does get destroyed.
We are losing ammunitions depot.
Hotchkiss has been light tank complete, so it does get a second Hotchkiss there. School Bar Squad does see a bit of damage. Intersection Squad does get forced back there. The School Bar Squad received a bit of damage. Squad advancing forward, trying to get a bit of damage over here. You have the Flak 88 has been decrewed. This Pentrix squad advancing on forward as well. Wolfman Barrage raining on in. Okay, hit down the Panther by the Pentrix. Stewart advancing forward. Barber take a bit of hits there. Stewart does bounce on the armor of the Barber. Yes, hits there though. Pentrix firing away from heavy cover. He does have Bren there for buttoning as well. Staghound decides to throw a curveball against the Whirlwind for a bounce. That's hit directly on.
The enemy has
And it looks like that was a Hotchkiss that went down there. Nope, it was a Vampire Funk Foggin. Stag Hound does go down.
once again.
We do have a Firefly here, getting some damage on the Panthers who are advancing forward. But the Firefly's taking a bit of damage there. Stuart maybe will get some rear arm hits there on the Panther.
Armor-piercing rounds.
Sure, and Firefly needs to run away. 70 Pounder here to help protect this retreat. Does get around the building there. Stuart may go down, but having that go down rather than Firefly is probably good. Does attract some fire there. Martyr set on up there, trying to hit some rounds onto the intersection. Over here to get these intersections now advance forward. Couple PS and rocket grenades firing away. Got now the butterfly bombs raining on in. These units do see a bit of damage there. Flock 88 firing away. Hotchkiss gets a bit of damage onto the scope rifle squad. I've got the Warframe barrage raining on in as well. And it looks like, oh, they're all raining really short. I thought it was going to hit back there. Looks like that is the butterfly bomb flare there. Sometimes those ones go away. And I do have a forward HQ has been deployed right there. It's just the capture reverting. Lieutenant does get forced on back. And now we do have the scope rifle squad receive a bit of damage there, and now falling on back. Oh, more butterfly bombs dropping on in. They sure float like a butterfly, and they definitely sting like a bee. Each section squads advancing on forward. One scope rifle, one Bren. The Bren does have the pan strike here. Also got the captain here support. Always that carcass. Large number of P-hits and rifle grenades now raining on in. Force back the G43 squad. Verbal one does suppress down the Bren squad. And a grad does fall back there. Warframe barrage eyeing for a barrage over here, I'm guessing. I see the shadows. Over here, we do not have these P-hit squads advancing forward. And does fall back now.
You have 200 points.
Heard another Warframe barrage running in somewhere. There it is. Does largely avoid that one. Looks like the Verb one does force back the Bren squad. And this Verb one has took quite a bit of beating. You see, it's quite scorched. Scope of a squad does fall back there. AT-Xer right here. We've got another two Panthers advancing forward. We've got these forces falling back and more butterfly bombs raining on in. I'm pretty sure now that's like double layered butterfly bombs. There's quite a good number of them. Some of them pretty damaged as well. Firefly took a bit of beating there. There is a repair sap here, so some of these Fireflies are overhealed. As for these Panzerschrecks, Incendiary grenade has been thrown. Zeal has not been researched by the Panzer player we have selected. Got 25 pounder here. Maybe a close range barrage is in order. It's off cooldown. Right now it's very congested. Aiming damage there. There's enough repair squads nearby to repair up all the damage quickly. Depends. Oh, there's going to be a nasty barrage.
The enemy is weakening even now.
This got one of the repairs, one of the sappers. Looks like it was a repair sapper. I can see the loading gear on behind on their backs. Rocket grenades. What's about the Pentagon deer there? barrage raining on in. Takes up the Antrenat, has a little bit of friendly fire there. Supposed to fall back there. There's still Lieutenant in the front line. Now I got the Warrior ones advancing forward. The Warrior one's taking a bit of damage there, or the Lieutenant. The Lieutenant does escape on out of there in time. Warrior's now advancing over here, getting some fire. It looks like creep barrage not raining on. Lift off ground forces get annihilated. Got some artillery raining on the Kosh kisses there. The squalls took a bit of beating. Of course, got the Pentrix here. Warrior one's skirting around. Scope Up Squad took a bit of damage as well. He just needs to pull back to keep too many losses. We have the Brent Squad, however, in this region. After this sector, Firefly took some pot shots, but not advancing any farther forward. Fireflies do take some damage there from the landmines. We got a massive wave of Pentrix here. Annihilates the 25-pounder. 70-pounder will likely be next. And we see officer artillery to rain on in the sector. Probably a good idea to allow friendly fire damage against the 70-pounder. Oh, the 70-pounder doesn't get destroyed. They can repair it and be recrewed. Now it can't. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Enemy unit eradicated.
That was a lot of damage there. Does drop Bren. And there goes the Firefly. The Brits had took quite a bit of beating there. Now you got a Churchill advance on forward. 42 now being decatched by the Lieutenant once again. Mortar half-track trying to stop that Lieutenant. Couple rifle grenades there. P8's rained on it as well. Looks like a whole bunch of miss there. Flak 88 firing away. Churchill's trying to set on up. There's one not good idea to do that in front of Flak 88. Decides to get out from there and falls back. And HQ is not been decaptured, but a couple of well-placed shots, or not well-placed shots, been destroyed. More butterfly bombs raining on in. Maybe a good idea to actually get a minesweeper sapper at the current rate to clean these all up.
We are losing ground.
Sure, scope rifle squads can spot them, but they do have the delay. Black 88 has now set up on this region to help prevent anything with base support. This is a good hit there onto the G43. Warframe and Barrage now raining on in.
Taking enemy armor fire.
Comrades report the enemy has destroyed a vehicle.
That was going to take out that
The rank of
and
veteran
grab.
sergeant available for assignment. Forces are capturing a friendly sector.
Gee. Okay, that's just a lot of upgrades completed there. Fieldcraft, veteran sergeant.
Once more.
Large amount of upgrades there. Let's look at all the players' resources, manpower, and all that sort. This Panzer player doesn't have a whole. He's far over pop cap, which is a bit of a problem. There's quite a bit of armor on the field, though. As long as he keep his Panzerstrikes back, his Panzer Grenadiers back, doesn't have to worry about reinforcing them. Though right now they're currently in the front line, engaging. Those are seeing grenades in the retreat path there. And the Brit does largely forward it. Could use some healing there. Let's take the armor command truck there. Decides to fall back nice and early. Warframe and Barrage now raining on in. His teammate does have a small reserve of more like a good reserve of manpower, small reserve of munitions, not enough for Henschel strafe support, but making good use of the butterfly bombs. And don't really need the Henschel strafe support anytime soon. They're not relying on enough armor to warrant it. And good reserve of fuel. First player, Raw Artillery player, is very low in manpower. Does have access to priest, one priest on the field. Warframe Barrage running on in somewhere over here. That's a blind barrage there, but the thing about blind barrages, they can miss. And his teammate has all the Churchills available. He has all his doctrines selected as well. Good about manpower. Of course, he does have the increased resource income as well, so he got 26 munitions from this sector. And right now, this player should decide to get out some sappers and start pulling out a large number of landmines along the back line to prevent any sort of dive.
chaps. Fire.
And that's one reason I say you should really go for an AVRE. You have plenty of munitions to spend. Each squad does go ahead and pull out a slip trench there. Bounce there.
Germans are trying to secure our patrol.
Couple Hotchkisses now push on the front line from his teammate. Hotchkisses do get some bounce there while firing the barrage. Here comes the city grenade there. Warfare barrage getting okay hit there on the Churchill. Does fall back on the squad. Pete's going needs to fall back. Churchill is taking quite a bit of abuse. And now do have the Panzer Grenadiers sort of finding some Panzer shots there. The Sappers advance forward. On the pin down the Flak 88. Orb 1 advancing forward. Orb 1's almost down. That is a Kettengrad. I don't know why I thought it was a Goliath. And oh, the Orb 1 annihilated the Kettengrad there. Yeah, that was his own unit, so that's all his fault.
He's down to 100 points.
Do see some damage over here. Looks like some of the half tracks that went down. Maybe when the Hotchkiss went down. Yeah, there was 3. Now there's 2. Panzer Grenadiers do fall back. Nice to see the grenade there onto the intersection, burning them out. I think there's 2 of them thrown there.
Germans have penetrated the line.
And that's going to get completely disintegrated. Firefly Transport does take out that Barbara Wind, but now it's in melee range against the Panther. Eventually 3 Panther and eventually 2 Panther here. Decides to hold down, which will allow him to get overran pretty easily.
Panzer forces are trying to secure.
Getting a destroyed crit there. And there goes the Firefly. Lieutenant does inside the gear slip trench there to make sure it doesn't go down. Warfare Barrage now running out in over here. It's a sporadic damage. He does want to hold down a Staghound here. Holding it down over here to prevent the flanks from hurt. And there's a flying tree right there.
NCO's reporting they have destroyed a German target.
Oh, the British players have 465 tickets, while the Panzer League players are down to 63. That's not a whole lot for the Panzer League players. We have the Panther over here, so just camping at this point. They can't really take it off. There's not enough tickets there. The Warworm is firing up the sky for some odd reason. Where is it trying to shoot at? It's suppressing these units, that's for sure, but I'm not sure where on earth it's firing at. What the hell? It doesn't involve it shooting up along this ridge. Is that what's going on? What is going on with it? The barrels are pointed up there as well, so it's purposely trying to aim somewhere up there. But now it's aiming right there. It has to be this ridge bugging it out. Maybe we're really supposed to shoot me, the cameraman. Everyone knows the cameraman's immortal. That first time a RTS has aggression towards a cameraman. Vigorous replacement, now seeing a bit of fire there. Patrick does connect. These guys are sprinting. They may sprint through the warfare garages. Sentry Fountain does go down. Each section is now advanced on 4. A sync grenade has been thrown. Another sync grenade has been thrown as well, forcing these guys back. Bofors replacement going on up. At this point in time, I sort of disagree with that. Makes sense they're fighting against a large number of light vehicles, but they're not exactly fighting against a large number of light vehicles. Bofors is completed. It is, of course, does have the bores as well. They definitely need to find a minesweeper over here. That unit does get forced on back there. These Panic Grenadiers receive a bit of fire. Staghound does roll a bounce there. Another reason why, for Royal Engineers, it's actually, in my opinion, better to go for the command team because Stewards, you can get a large number of cancer rounds from Stewards. Sports are advanced forward. Panthers going to see some fire there from PS in the captured Panther Shrek. And looks like this Panther does fall back there. Now these guys are exhausted. The 234, or not 234, 223 does see a bit of fire there. Does fall back in time. These units are all retreating now.
German target has been destroyed.
Panther, still in the region, trying to pursue these units back at home. He could try to go for a big crush. Rolls a bounce down the Panther. Rolls a bounce there onto the Panther, not big surprise. Both are now firing away. It is overhealed. Now it's no longer overhealed. The targets for the Panther squads there. Does force him back. Airburst rounds now raining on in. Looks like annihilating the Panther squad. These ones just take a bit of damage there. And the Staghound does now need some repairs. Repairs after 2 models going to be doing that. Another Warframe barrage in this region, getting good damage on everything. Staghound does pack on up. It does take out the Warp 1 there. The 4-3 squad could get hit by some airburst rounds. Does get hit by an airburst round.
German target has been destroyed.
He goes down. Action has been obtained. But it's there onto the Panther. Panther's now making their advance. There could be a massive crush here, depending how he moves his Panthers. Does get one of them left in, however. The other one's coming for a big crush. Does get some models crushed there. This Panther's a bit beating. Does get the button interrupted. Destroying a bit there, so that one's good as dead. And now here comes the Warframe barrage. They're pinned down right there, so massive damage on these units. This unit's bringing some own defeats as well. It does take out that one Panther. Yeah, they're just currently guarding this point. And there goes the HQ command truck. These units starting to make their advance. Some decent damage on the Panther. Antrenat does roll up bounce. Gets some more bounces, but does do some chip damage. Airburst round firing away. And starting to capture this point there. The airburst round could finish him off. It may finish off the scope rifle squad. Got a good hit down the scope rifle squad. Now Firefly's holding down there. Does go out of control there. Looks like to the airburst round. Does lose out entire squad there. Firefly's getting some good damage on end of this Panther.
Go ahead, send your message.
Now here another pair of Panthers now being deployed on out. Good damage there on the Panther, but it's getting overhealed, so it's having trouble killing it off. It's now on the flank. Staghound advancing forward. Good hits there. Needs to not finish him off. It's on the haul down to the Staghound now. There goes the Staghound. And Firefly does pack on up to avoid the Panther shots there. You see a massive volley. Does get picked off there by the Panther.
Contract reports show the German vehicle was knocked out in that box.
His squad does fall back. Good chance he'll get wiped out.
If you ask me, you're a real nutter. Sapper in field.
Royal Engineer player still has not expended his munitions on anything, looks like. His teammate has a bit of manpower, plenty of munitions. No priest in the field anymore. Does have a 25-pounder somewhere. Another artillery barrage raining on in. Lead player, the level 4 ground forces does have a good reserve of manpower. He needs a bit more population space to get on another pair of Panthers. Going for a Flak Irving here. Both replacements still somehow alive. And the other Lead player, the tank hunter player, does have a good amount of manpower and missions. No Yag Panther just yet. His Panther Grenadiers can't really be reinforced. He only has 3 pairs of spare population. Let's go bring them up all to 3 rather than just to 4. But it's there. Panther does get button. There's currently 3 Panthers in this region. Firefly firing away. Get some good damage there. Eagle's currently button. Firefly is still pretty healthy. One of the Panthers do get wiped out. You may have access to another button, so going for a button there would be very useful. Get some good hits there. Panther receive a bounce. X players down to 25 tickets, and there's a double capture against them. They can't maintain this decapture against them for long. Got potential for the triple capture there. At this point has been decapture time. He does have the capture ability. Panther charging forward does stop the capture there. Blocker firing away. May get a short crit on this one there. There's 3 squads of Piets. Roll some bounces there. Lieutenant charging forward. He may throw himself in the treads. Somehow that Panther's still alive. More damage on this Panther as well. And this Panther does get saved. This Panther, however, does go down. More Warframe Barrage Renewing annihilates that squad. And then, nope, the medic stays alive for now. The medic appears to be picking up a medic. More PS hit there onto this Panther. Hotchkisses do have some decent amount of veteran C. Got 2 Panthers have full health in the back line. This Panther over here is getting healed on up. I've got triple capture in favor of the Pensley players, so the British players just need to get one good push and hold 2 VPs for just long enough. And repair up the casualty clearing station. This player has definitely received a bit of a beating, the Royal Artillery player.
25 pounder, ready to copy.
Way back here. Orphan Barrage raining on in. And finds a butterfly bomb there, which actually knocks him into a bit of a more of the barrages over here. Each section does decapture the point there, but won't be enough to capture it up or get any BP progress. Though there is a drop punch track here, which could be useful. He has to connect onto the Panther. Damage engine crit there. This section is no longer no longer capture the point there. May see a punch on this Panther there. May see some massive crush there. He does get one model crushed. The other one's being punched at the moment, trying to pursue it. Nope. Thank you for the follow, or no, thank you for the YouTube sub. It really was. I actually have that a little bit blocked at the moment. Sorry, I can't see your name. These forces do all fall back now. Got a massive wave of PS now trying to hit the Panther. Eagle does get buffed there. Here, Warframe Barrage is trying to hit these forces. He does heroically charge out of the way, and maybe it will go from the Hotchkiss himself. Does get a volley down to the Panthers. The other ones are currently not firing at the moment, so it doesn't get any damage there. Panther, good enough repaired at the moment.
Yes, sir.
Casualty station has been rebuilt and starting to heal up these forces. And Panther's a little bit damaged there. Kennegrad is capturing up this fuel sector. Panther Squad, double Panther Squad trying to destroy some infrastructure and the armor command truck. The Incendiary grenade has been thrown there. 70 pounder receiving a bit of abuse as well. Oh, we got the east intersection pushing forward. The lieutenant needs to fall back, severely wounded. Does fall back himself. Both these Panthers are now severely wounded. Pantrix advancing on forward. And now do we have the Pantrix squad capturing the VP. British forces do fall back there. We do have a Pantrix squad there. Takes the lieutenant. Throwing some rounds there into the H2 command truck. Field point now being captured by the Kennegrad. Barblin and the Panthers are advancing on forward. Good Incendiary grenade placement there. Don't hit these retreating squads. We'll throw them alive. One squad right there. There goes the Fiat squad. Unless the H2 command truck will go down shortly. His teammates way over here getting forced on back, and looks like one of the players may have backed up the game now.
Our front lines are collapsing.
Seems to sort of just idle there. I think he has backed the game. Yep, and that is... He looks like he has backed up the game now. So let's go and fast forward the last bit, since that is basically the end of the game now.
Germans are trying to seize one of our strategic locations. Forward supply Speed governors have been upgraded on HQ trucks. Speed governors have been upgraded on HQ.
Of course, the first thing the AI does is upgrade speed governors. His teammate's trying to pull out a victory, but I don't think he can. He does capture the VP there, so maybe he is going to pull out a victory. This point is being captured. This point has been captured, and it looks like he's not going to pull out a victory. Again, these forces now being crushed there. Does got some armor, that's for sure. There's way too many Panthers in this region, and has a lot of super repair squads there. And these forces may get pursued there. Promo taking some use as well. It does pick up the promo there with the Warpman. It's actually maybe from the AI though, because that is from the AI. Firefly advancing forward. Hotch Kisses may get overrun by the non-AI Brit player. But right now, the field support truck does pack on up to get back retreat.
Down to 200 points.
And yeah, that he had one good push before he gets overrun. Because the AI, of course, are not very good. Whisper, don't whisper at me. Either way, that's Antrenat saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.